Mike Lee, I'd like to welcome you this evening. I have two very special guests and who have blessed and honored me with their presence. We're kind of celebrating Black History Month, so I'm trying to bring my viewers some history. I've got two serious history makers here with me tonight. On my right is a good friend of mine, Kenneth Thompson, and on my left is someone I met recently named Brian Mays, who's a living legend in my opinion. I'm pretty new to Austin, so I thought I'd bring you two Austin legends as I know them. Now, Kenneth is very, to me, kind of shy about what he's done, but I think he used to be president of school board in Pflugerville.
First black
Tell
guy.
us all that good stuff, KT.
But you're right. I don't like you don't talk about yourself. I just want to be a good servant, and so I've done some work out in Pflugerville. I like to tell folks, man, that my roots are in East Austin and my wings are in Pflugerville. I grew up in East Austin. I played in the very first youth organization that was ever established in the city of Austin, the East Austin Youth Foundation. And then later on in life, as it would be, that I became the director of the same organization 20, 25 years later. And so I kind of went full circle with that. And so, I've kind of been a public servant, played Little League Baseball and all those kind of things around here, and now serve on the Austin Quality of Life Advisory Commission.
You on that with me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now KT, see, I still think you're shortchanging the folks. Now, you've had some buildings named after some people and everything. Talk about some of the stuff you did while on the school board.
And I think one of the things that I got a chance to do to influence some things. Two schools out of Pflugerville that was named after African Americans. One was the one Fannie Mae Caldwell. Fannie Mae Caldwell was a teacher, a black teacher in Pflugerville, but when she taught there in the days of segregation where she could not teach white or brown students. In fact, they taught in an old house. It really resembles a trailer, but she was 98 years old when I was doing my term, my tenure as a trustee of Pflugerville Schools, and I was able to influence the board to name a school after her. And I was thinking that after seeing her be able to celebrate that. I still could see, and she was going blind at that time at the same time, but still to see her celebrating and hear it in her voice. I mean, those are things that I can't ever forget. And then Wilhelmina Delco, who have always been a champion of civil rights and engaged in the public service, was one of the first or second blacks to serve on the Austin Independent School District. Also, she was the state representative for an extended period of time as a servant. And then also to to influence a group of public servants to name a school in her honor also was somewhat rewarding. So I can look back and see that to some degree I made my marker. And then I think the one that goes unnoticed that I really cherish a lot is that the building behind Doris Miller Auditorium, and Doris Miller Auditorium is named after a W2 World War veteran and hero that's done some dynamic things in his tenure. But there's a building behind that auditorium that's named after 4 African Americans. And let me say this. It could have been named after 100, you know what I'm saying? But these 4 kind of stood out for me for the roles that they played in my life, and that was Mr. Lawrence Britton, one of the first coaches over at O. Anderson, right? And then there was a guy also named Levada Dirks. Mr. Dirks was known as a DJ Hip Cap, one of the first black DJs in America, right? But he also was a master at working with young men and women at Doris Miller Auditorium, yes. And then James Howard, who was one of the original architects of the East Austin Youth Foundation that brought Little League football to East Austin. And then finally, James Spence. I'm sorry, Donald Spence. Donald Spence was worked with the city and parks and recreation, and he works in the various capacities. But the fact that those men shared the energy and knowledge, right, to kind of build something for their community to sustain itself, right. The foundation is still established. It's still going today, right. And so those four guys. The reason I chose four guys because most buildings you need a pillar. You need four pillars, right. And so I thought those are the four good cornerstones. And so there's still work to do now. What we have to do is start going back and recognize some of these other coaches who's been a part of that legacy also. So that's the other task that I have. But thank you for having me here with you tonight, my
Okay,
brother.
now my other guest is Mr. Brian Mays. I just met Mr. Mays recently, and the way we met was kind of interesting. I went by, he owns Sam's Barbecue, which is a legacy business over on 12th Street, right? And Cheryl Cole had a press conference at your place, and I went by there. And I think I was talking with Brian, I was talking with someone, and Brian said that he had voted for Trump, which kind of surprised me. But we kind of get to know each other because I patronize his business, as we all black people should patronize black businesses anyway, because it's the right thing to do. If you watch my show, I say that what's good for the black community is good for the community. And I'm going to say it until someone proves me wrong. And if they prove me wrong, things will be better. And I will serve some useful purpose in life, I hope. But I believe that in life, people that you meet, just as life is a blessing, people that you meet are blessings. And I'm getting to know Brian better, and he got the best barbecue in town. I haven't tried that other one. I may ask him about it. I don't think I have to. If you can buy a good barbecue sandwich and the meat fall off the bone, you don't need teeth to eat the meat. That's good barbecue. Because that's what's on the sign, isn't it?
I'm a mascot.
Now, Brian. Now you're an author. You've written books. You're an actor, and you have. How long have you been in that business over there at Sam's Barbecue on 12th Street? 40 years.
February 20 will be 40 years.
20 years? 40?
40 years. February 20th will be 40 years.
So you've seen a lot of change over there, haven't you?
Well, I've seen every change over there being made. I've seen it. It ain't a change over that I haven't made. I haven't seen it. I've been there so long, it made me change my life.
Tell us about your life. Tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm from Austin. We got enough tape, because we're going to need a whole lot, because I got a long story to tell.
Give them a short version.
I'm going to give you something real short.
Because you told me.
I'm from Austin. I played football here, went to school here, Johnston, Anderson. When they closed Anderson down, they switched it out. And I went to Johnston for 1 year. And then I've been in the military, college, back here, bought the business in '76, been to prison, been everywhere. 6 wives, 18 kids, 40 grandkids. I ain't stopped working yet. They ain't gonna let me stop. They better not let me stop. I got 5 great grandkids. They won't let me stop working. I gotta keep going.
Okay. Now, had you ever met Kenneth before?
And what?
Had you ever met KT before?
Not really.
Yeah.
Because when I walked into the set, you guys were always talking about some old times and things. Y'all shared some common experiences.
Without a doubt, man. I've eaten barbecue from up there on multiple occasions, right? After getting my hair cut at Marshall's, come right down upstairs, hop right across the street, My daddy used to hang out at a place called White Swan. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the Mr. Galloway, and so I mean, and so yeah, and then like I say, Willie and I played Little League Baseball together.
Glad we meet each other.
Yeah.
We got a good man bringing good people together now.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah. No, I said to this brother when he first was thinking about doing this show. That at least from my perspective, I said you need to go ahead and do it because you have a lot to offer to the community, and and I think and it's good to have different perspectives, but I think also when you dial it back, his core, as he mentioned, what's good for black folks is good for all of us, and so I think you're absolutely right.
When I first met him, I met him. This is my first time meeting him. I
Yeah,
looked at him. I said he works out a little bit. He might be all right. Yeah, but
no, he's eating better, man. Look at him, man. I mean, I think he's one. Yeah, well, you know, I think he's eating better. You know, he's trying to live better. Yeah, you know.
he losing weight. And I mean, he kind of chunky, but he say work out every day. But now I see it.
Yeah, no. I mean, and I think what you know, and one thing that we recognize also, I think, just as black men, that as we get older, that we have to get better at living. Right. We have to get better at living, you know, and so we have to make those choices, right? And I think he's a pretty good example of that.
Now,
He's a good leader for me. I mean, he's doing good things. See, whenever you're doing positive things, you got to run with him.
Right on.
And I'm one of the black business still standing and running.
Right.
You know.
yeah, it used to be five. Tell me, there used to be 500 black businesses on the east side.
On the east side, 20 years ago.
Right.
20 of them all over east side, everywhere. All the black business. People had black. Matter of fact, 6th Street used to be black business. 6th Street run by black folks.
In fact, I was talking to someone, you know, I did a conversation yesterday at New Hope Baptist Church, and I was talking about the Harlem Cab Company.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Harlem Theater.
Harlem Theater.
You know,
Right.
where those things are owned by black folks, and we
Right.
attended those things, right?
Yellow Cab.
Yeah. And so,
Deluxe Cab.
you know,
We had cab company. We had black business. We had at least 3 or 4 black men had cab company. They had a Harlem Cab. They had a Deluxe Cab and that was it.
which one? Yeah, and then, but it's checker cab. What is checker cabs? But then I also think about 12th Street. You know, go back, you know, to that day when 12th Street, when, you know, starting from where your business is, right, you know, on 12th Street, and going back toward 35. At one time, there was something black in almost every one of those buildings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
Every one of them was black.
right, absolutely. Particularly on the corner of Chicon and 12th Street.
12th Street, all that black.
Right. Both sides was
Grocery store.
absolutely right.
We had drugstore there, clothes store, everything on that side.
And we had good white folks. We had guys like Mr. Starks.
Right.
You know, we had, you know, I mean, and so, but it was one of those things where we kind of took care of ourselves in that community.
Right
You know.
Because we was all together. We had unity back there.
And if I didn't get barbecue from you guys, man, I would go up. It was up to Howard. Was Howard? Yeah, right.
Howard for us.
Yeah,
But
right.
they didn't have last, you know.
Yeah. No, right. You know,
They good.
yeah.
They would have 4 hours. Don't get me wrong.
No, what Howard would do for, I mean, this is what kind of thing, and this is how the community will work, man, is that when we play Little League Baseball, what Howard would do for us is say that if you hit a home run,
Right.
you got free Lincoln sausage.
was
Right.
after.
Right, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
but I was-
saying? You know, yeah, y'all, hey, look at right, see, he knew we wasn't hitting as many home runs as y'all was, right? You know, but that was an incentive for us, man. I mean, it was an incentive, right? And so they would do that, and so, and then we would share it, man. You know, you go get a Lincoln sausage back in those
Right.
days, man. You know, you take the whole team up there with you.
Y'all used to walk to practice with each other.
Right, absolutely, man. And look at, come across the tracks.
Right, track.
Come across the tracks, walk through the rock quarry.
Right. It used to be out 4 or 5 and walk home together. We stayed out further east on Springdale.
Absolutely right. Y'all stayed
So
over
we
there.
So we had to walk from where we had a bicycle.
Right.
So we had to walk.
But you guys live close to Sims.
Yeah, Sims
Right.
School, right.
Now I can remember being at Sims at times, man, like playing Little League ball over at Sims, man.
backyard,
In the backyard or playing over there and having to run home to that cemetery.
To that cemetery, right. We from the same neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, I grew up on 13th Street. See, now I grew up where we played Little League ball. If you
Over
know
there on
where,
13th,
if you
yeah.
know where Mount Zion Church is,
Right.
right?
13, right.
That parking lot is where we used to live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know, I grew up with like Wee Wee,
So
and
you
matter
know
of fact,
Stevie and them and all them over there.
Stevie, matter of fact, I was just in Fort Worth talking to Poochie.
Right?
You know, Poochie, you know, James Washington.
Yeah.
But so that used to always, as a matter of fact, we were talking about playing electric football,
Well,
you know, back in the day.
Well,
man,
that,
yeah.
that
Absolutely, yeah,
but
man.
my
Yeah.
man kept falling off. Come
But-
on. I don't want to write.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you a secret that we learned back in the hood, man. This is what we would do. We would take like pennies, right, and then we would put them under the base, right. And that's why I would stay down so still, man, because we had them weighted, right?
because it jumped.
There was, yeah, so that's why hey, man, so we were whooping everybody around the neighborhood, man, you know, because our men stayed in formation, right?
Right.
But yeah, man.
Now, Brian, you said you had 12 daughters,
$12, 6
six
boys,
sons, 6 boys, 40 grandchildren.
40 grandkids, 5 great grandkids.
They keep you working, don't they?
I better not quit.
And you've had a couple of lives, basically, haven't you? Because you talked to me about having changed your life.
Y'all done changed my life.
Tell me about it.
When first me and the devil partners.
Okay.
You and the devil?
Yeah, me and the devil partners. Big time partners.
I hear you.
We hustling tight, everything.
Yeah.
But what I didn't know, I was being misled. But it was good though. Because when you with the devil, I mean, I ain't ashamed to tell about it.
Uh-huh.
Because when I was with the devil, I had money, Mercedes, Jaguar, racing car, speedboat, everything. 6 wives, bunch of money.
Right.
I had 3 money machines. So you know when you got 3 money machines, you got a bunch of money. So all this with the devil down. So I served 10 years in federal prison. And my father there when the devil left me, didn't tell me I was gonna do that.
I hear you.
Oh, he good. I ain't messing with him now, but I know him.
Right.
I don't mess with the devil no more, but I know him.
Right.
I
Right.
still know him.
Right. Right. Because he never stopped being active.
Oh yeah, he cold.
Yeah,
but
no.
I know him.
Yeah.
But I know how to treat him now.
Right.
See, I know how to keep devil off me now. I didn't know it first. And I keep devil off me now and just say no to none righteous thing. If it ain't righteous for me, I just say no and go about my business.
Right on.
But when I rewrited my life, so I had to rewrite my life. And when I got out of prison, I rewrited my life. Now I'm doing so good, it's pitiful. I done start making movies. I got 10 movies out.
Got 10 movies
I
out?
got 10 movies out. And
You got a couple of books too, don't you?
I got 2 or 3 books out.
Didn't you send those to Steve Harvey and some
I
other
think
people
one
told me
Steve
about?
Harvey and one Tyler Perry.
All right.
And so they try to get me up there. You know, the older you get, the more wisdom you get, the more experience you got, it's better for you. No, I couldn't do this in my 20s and 30s. I was doing it with the devil.
Right.
The devil wouldn't let me do these things. He said, you do what I do, we're going to be rich. But I ain't mad at that. But I believe what he told me. But he a liar.
Yeah.
He lied to me.
I hear you.
And so I don't deal with him no more. But after I rewrited my life, I got it together now. Okay, I was 50 in my 50s when I rewrite it. But that's when I let the devil go there too.
Right.
But after I let him go, now I'm 63 and can't stop me now.
Well, and I tell you what I love about that, brother Mays, is how powerful of a testimony that is about resiliency, man.
Right.
I mean, I think, and I think what you say here, you know, is that, man, we're gonna be tested. You can be tested with a lot of things that seems to be, you know, all right, you know, and but there's gonna become a time when those things is gonna, hey, they're gonna clash with what is right.
But you don't know that though.
And you don't, right, and so, but I think here, hopefully someone's listening to us, right? And we'll see that, hey, look here, maybe before the crash comes, right?
You can change.
They start to change before, you know, because the crash is coming. You know,
with the devil's coming.
Hey, I told a guy the other day. I mean, and
They don't believe me, though.
I was told a guy the other day who I knew well, and he's always been in and out of doing his business, right? But now he's looking back and he says, you know, I can't keep doing that. That hustle is gone now, right? But now he's in his 50s, right? But now he don't have no place where he can go to work. And I mean, so he's really lost, you know,
Right.
you know.
And
And
it's
so,
50.
right.
And I was in the 50, that wasn't so bad. But what I like about it, when I changed my life, it made me a better man.
Right on. I hear you.
It made me a better man, but everybody's scared to take a leap. Everybody's scared to take a leap. I was scared to take a leap.
Right.
I didn't want to leave the devil. Hell, I get out of prison, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. But when I was in there, I had to ask for forgiveness. See, what we don't do is forgive.
Okay.
See, what they never taught us how to forgive. See, if they taught how to forgive back then, we'd be a whole lot better now.
Okay.
Because why? Because we were taught if somebody do something back to you, you do it back.
Right.
If somebody hit you, you hit them back. But they never taught forgiveness. But see, I had to ask for forgiveness when I went to prison. I had to ask the good Lord to forgive me. And when he forgave me, he told me, say, Brian, if I forgive you, you got to learn how to forgive too now.
So not only that you have to accept it, but you also have to give it.
You have to give it to.
Right. And that's really saying that's the full circle, man. That's the
Right.
full circle, man. I mean, when you get something and then you come back out and rebirth it and give it back to someone else, that's the full circle,
That's
brother.
full circle.
You
And
know?
see, that's what I had to do. And when I learned that, I said, a whole lot of people don't know this.
Right. And that's why you know peace now.
Right.
That's why you know peace.
Right. So I can deal with folk now. I know how to get the devil off my back. Just say no.
Right.
It ain't hard.
Right.
Just say no. And he gone.
Because he's constantly trying to figure out what avenues in.
Yeah.
Right.
He trying to get you. But
And
I ain't ashamed to say I was with him.
Right.
And I was with him for a long period of time. But guess what? He ain't got to worry about me no more.
I hear you.
I'm out of that one. I'm out of that one, man.
And I like, and look at what I really like is that how the staying power that you guys have had on the block on 12th Street.
Right. Well, how we did that is we had to bring our unity together. See, we had to get unity within us. Because when Grandma left, the family union left, and all that's gone, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So before Daddy left, and I got 12 girls that are powerful too, and they keeping us together. Because first we had to learn unity.
I know.
And why I say this whole unity, this really, the whole world needs to be unity. We be cold. But they got us separated so far and so bad, it's pitiful.
Talk a little bit more about like what you guys have to do as a family, man. You know, to keep that thing. You know.
But we had to get unity. We had to come together. We had to sit down and talk. We had to get a leader. See, we got a leader in our family.
Right.
And it ain't me.
It's not you?
It ain't me. It's a female, but it's my auntie.
You got a matriarch.
Right. My auntie is the boss. She run everything. The whole family. She run everything but my money.
I hear you.
I run that. They can't get my money. They can't get my money. But really, and then my uncle, he a deacon. He a good man, church going man.
Okay.
He run things too. But after all that, it's me. Because when all my people left, when all my leaders left, I didn't realize. I didn't know it was going to make me a better man. Because my daddy wouldn't leave me everything if I wouldn't change my life.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So my daddy was living when I changed my life and converted my life over.
So he saw the
He
transformation.
he seen it.
Right.
I got married to a good wife now, married. I don't sell drugs. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't do all that. It's gone. That's out of here. You know?
Good for you.
Yeah, but you play that chess though.
I play the chess. I'm no talk shit. All day, right? And what we do real good. That's how me and him met each other.
Well, that's part of the
We lied to each other. I know we met each other. I don't know how we were doing. Because he kind of trust me and I don't trust him. I was hoping he don't lie to me.
Right.
Because he's pretty good.
Right.
But he said it's hard for me to believe a whole lot of good things come out of a black person's mouth. Because I was taught it one that, you know, we got to be careful coming out of people's mouth.
Right.
Because people lie to you in a minute where lies are told from right here.
Mm.
Lies are told from right here.
Right.
Not nowhere but right here.
Right.
So you got to watch what comes out of people's mouth. So when I seen him, I was watching, though. He watching me too.
That's pretty
But me and him
powerful.
become good friends.
That's pretty powerful, man.
Right. So
Because I mean, really, the conversation we're having now, man, is really about the realness of the world that we kind of live in. You know.
we come up in, because we all, I think we all, how old are you now?
65. I'll be 65 in
Yeah,
June.
man, you probably come up the same area,
Yeah.
on the same road. I was looking for behind
Now he come from
Lincoln Heights. I'm from Lincoln Heights. I always pump Lincoln Heights.
Yeah, Lincoln
Well,
Heights.
It's the only all black community in the country.
you. Lincoln Heights.
Yes, outside Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Where
Yeah, I think.
Where you
the
from?
Ozzy brothers from. That's where Nicky Giovanni's from.
That where you from, too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you think you can sing, huh?
No, I can't. I mean, I can't carry. I can't carry a note with a suitcase, man.
Hot in a wet bag. Can't hold it in there. He can't hold it in there, but it's all
But
right.
you know, what's really fascinating about that, man, is that, you know, and I wish more folks could really understand that it's not where you come from, man.
It's what's in your heart.
It's what's in your heart, and that there's a natural connection that we should have, and that is something that should be open for us to connect to. You know what? You know, but it goes back to your point. Some of the things that have been put into us collectively over time, it's been really about us not being able to appreciate one another.
That's right.
You
There's nothing
know,
wrong with it
and
now.
it takes us a little while to get to where you are. You know, and what I think our task becomes, how do we get this now to our children early? You know what I'm saying? To where they don't go through the stumbling blocks that you and I kind of went through. You know, I mean, how do we get that? How do we begin to have that
Well, you
conversation?
know, that kind of gets around to what we can do as
We
a
can do
collective
as a
for
collective,
the others.
For the others. See, we
How
all,
you see that, man?
we all see what we all got to do really. We need some strong leaders. And we really don't have a strong leader no more.
All right.
I mean, I love the NAACP, don't get me wrong. I love the man who runs it. They're my friend. But I'm saying though, but we need to pick it up right there.
I got you. I mean,
Uh-huh.
I think
We need to pick it up right there because you're a good man, don't get me wrong. And you're trying your best, but your best ain't what it is. Your best ain't good enough.
No, I think no, and I tell you what. This what I would say is that no, and see, you have lived and you have experienced that you know you lived in that corner. You've seen some of the die-hard issues that really impact this community. So no, and I think also, like I say, you've been there 40 years, and so surely you've seen what's that happened, right?
They done tricked us so hard. They done lied to us. They done misled us. The same way they did it a long time ago.
Yeah.
They don't want us to have nothing. So how you stop that? By don't give them no license to operate nothing.
Right.
So you won't give you no operating. You don't get no more liquor license no more.
Right. And that
For every time you make a mistake, you getting punished.
Right.
For every time it's a fight here, we're gonna shut your club down.
Right.
For every time we got shooting around here, we're gonna shut it down. For every time police come 5 times, we change the place down.
And that only happens for us because cops
That's
show
the
up.
only one happen for us.
Because it happens. They show up 4 or 5 times downtown every weekend.
Right.
You know,
Same
what I'm saying?
place.
Yeah, same place. You know, and so. But I think also to your point, Brian, what we have to do, and maybe I think you know, I was sure to be a part of it, is that it started trying to have some organized conversations again. You know,
We need that more.
You know,
but see, we can't do it without y'all, because y'all got the power.
yeah.
We don't have the power.
Well, but I'm saying, see, what I'm looking for is coming to you, right?
Well,
And
you
saying,
come to
I want your voice to be a part of that conversation also, because this is one thing that those people who you guys think have power, we realize we ain't got no power.
Now,
We realize that
But, you know, it
you
can't-
are the power.
Right. It can't start from us three here.
That's what it
Here's
does.
what I think. Somehow we got to get kind of like the churches behind us in a sense, because that is the kind of like the institution in the African American community.
Yeah, but I don't mind
As a
churches,
base.
But we got to get the right church. I don't like churches because churches lie too much. The churches they lead you.
And so
And churches are crooked now. All churches ain't crooked.
Right.
But you got some of them out there very crooked.
And so I think what we do is I think you started with that small nucleus, right? You know.
I think we can start right here. It got to start somewhere.
Right.
I don't care who it is. I don't care if you started, whoever do. We can have a meeting every week, conversation on every week, or every Saturday, whenever it is. But if us three don't start nothing, how can we? First of all, we got to be very intelligent. We got to create something.
Right.
We can't look for nothing to happen and wish for something to come to us.
Uh-huh.
We have to be a man enough to create us something. See, y'all got to you got TV show, talk show, we can do that. I don't have that power. But what we can do, we can start working on different, we got different people talking. We have some pastors talking, some of them, not all of them. I got to pick the pastor.
Right. No, but and
I
this,
got to pick the pastor. We gonna do that pastor.
no, we don't have time for
But Brian, didn't you tell me that you met T.D. Jakes? You know him personally?
In person, yeah. He came there with me. He came there with me. Matter of fact, when he was here.
No,
But I like T.J. I don't deal with pastors. And T.J. Jake is not a pastor.
Uh-huh.
He's a teacher.
Okay.
He's better than pastors.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? But I like his work. But I ain't never just really just deal with no pastor. I deal with certain pastors and also Pastor Clark and, you know, Great Mount Zion and Mount Zion and Reverend May, my kinfolk. And, you know, I deal with some of the pastors.
Uh-huh.
But there's a lot of pastors ain't good, though, boss. But they say they're good and they lying to the good Lord and they fake it for. Just like that preacher on Epsom Lane at Church First Baptist. Come on now, you been dating this girl 4 years and she just 17 now.
Yeah.
So you tell me you been laying next to your wife them 4 years, know you wrong,
See, but you know what?
and you still doing it.
But see, that's
you got a congregation.
so he's in bed with the devil.
That's what I'm saying, but we gotta get them out of that.
Right,
bed,
right,
really.
right, right. Well, right. No, and I think, I think here, man, is that we're right. Is that I think that we have to start looking at how do we create some kind of model
We got to.
for begin this. But that model's
now
got to be also be built around some type of financial freedom. Also, man. I mean,
I can understand it, but you
right.
gotta understand one thing. What we gotta do, we gotta look for our leaders. Gotta be a changed man.
Absolutely.
We gotta get all changed man. We ain't telling no man just stop mob and start playing jack.
Right.
We ain't telling that.
Right. No, I
Young
got.
man done been through it and got.
No, someone who's been. I would like to have men and women who's been touched by God.
Well, we ain't got to worry about God. We do.
You know.
Well, let's start with ourselves first.
Right. Well, what I'm
So
saying is.
God is not gonna help us if we don't help ourselves.
Right. But I'm
We
saying.
can't put everything on God.
No, I'm not putting anything on God. What I'm saying is that I prefer, just as you said, you are no longer with, you're a changed man, right?
Yeah, but I don't
And
go to church.
hold on a second.
You don't go to church?
No,
But
what?
what does God do? I didn't say anything about going to church, right? But something changed you. So that, but all I'm saying to you is that there's been something that's changed the way you process information, the way you conduct yourself, right? And so all I'm saying is,
10 years federal prison?
Well, yeah.
Make you change anything.
Well, no, it don't make everybody.
That's what I'm just telling you.
Right, it don't make
10 years.
Right, but what I'm saying to you, it don't change everybody that's been 10 years because you find that that's why some go back, right? And all I'm saying to you is respectfully is that if we as black men, if we can find more of us whose constitution, right, is about uplifting each other, right, then we can move forward. Right.
We gotta get a plan to find the men.
Right,
We
absolutely.
got to find them. We got to put a schedule on how can we tell they real men without lying to us. Because men lie.
Well, but I think what you do is have the conversation in the collective, and I think eventually that weeds itself out.
Well, how about if this man show you he doing right there?
Oh, absolutely, that's even better.
But that's how we got to find a man. Then look at a man, the way he living, the way he walking, the way he talking, the way he treat his family, the way he do his family, the way he carry himself.
Absolutely.
Then I can tell you a good man. So I can tell a good man.
Right, absolutely.
I can tell a good man. I can tell a fake man.
Right.
I can tell all that.
Okay.
Because see, when you get grown, you'll know better.
I hear you.
And once you know better,
Well, you should surely know
once
better.
you know better,
Right.
you'll do better.
Well, you should. You would hope that people like that.
We should be getting some pictures up of the. I had taken some pictures of the
Barbecue
of
place.
the barbecue place.
Okay, yeah.
If they put them up right now.
Yeah, I want to
There's
think about.
some pictures in here. I need you to explain to me.
I
Let me
got
see.
Sam.
Let me see. Who are those people?
Look like my daughters from him. I got to get them and see to the clothes.
Well, watch your mic.
Wait, I'll be right back. Wait a minute. Time out.
I thought I saw a picture of Earl Campbell up there, and
Yeah, Earl now.
It is what I call
it's a
it.
bunch of guys. These are shots I took from your wall up in
My
there.
daughters here.
See what I call that place? It's a museum or it's a history. You know what?
Yeah, I just took some pictures. I wanted to.
Of all the people who have been through that place, you know what I mean? It's been there for, like I said, it's been an icon. So,
I lost a lot of people because I had a fire in '93.
okay.
And I lost all Steve Ray Vaughan,
That's right.
Bill Cosby, Oprah Winfrey.
I thought I saw a picture of Bill Clinton up in there,
yeah,
didn't I?
Clinton and Hillary came up and they with me. And I had a lot of folks.
Oh yeah.
And I learned a whole lot too.
Well, you've been here longer than Franklin, haven't you?
It's been about 10 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Frank, you cut me, he had a trailer
Oh yeah.
on 32nd, on 36 at the
Well, Franklin used to be a place called Ben's.
right. It was a black man barbecue place there. Everything on 11th Street was black. Everything on 6th Street was black. Everything on Road was black. Everything on Black is Spanish. Everything on 2nd Street that is Spanish. 6th Street was all black.
Is this one of your books? Those your
yeah,
book?
one of my books,
That's
yeah.
Earl Campbell, right?
Yeah, it's Earl Campbell up there.
That was a bad boy, man.
Yeah, Earl Campbell, my brother, he was with his big brother.
Okay.
When he first got to college,
Okay.
he had a big brother program.
Okay, yeah.
And with him with Earl Campbell.
That's your spot, right?
Right in my spot right there, right. Mm-hmm. We got a lot of people that come to that. See, when you've been doing stuff so long, it's just like now. My daddy gone. 2010, I lost 10 people.
Okay.
And what I try to tell people now is, man, get everybody's insurance. Because I'm telling you, if you don't have no insurance,
Right.
you got that many people die on you. I mean, people, your sister. I had 2 sisters,
That's
son,
right.
my mama, my uncle, my niece, my 3 best friends. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get there, ain't like got no insurance.
It's hard to put them
Because
away.
everybody don't think they gonna die.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when I did that, it woke me up a whole lot more.
Right.
You
See what you just said, you know, when you have knowledge, you know what, you're supposed to do better, right?
Right.
You're right. And so you know that because of those experiences, that knowledge says, hey, insurance is a good thing to have.
Right. You better have it.
Right.
And I mean, knowledge and wisdom and a whole lot of stuff very important.
Absolutely.
So you can't really a man can listen to men, but you gotta have wisdom and knowledge. You gotta have experience.
Hey, let me ask this question, brother, because you guys have always been like standing bearers in the community. I sometimes maybe looking. You know, I was just talking about that. I want to create a wall of honor. You know, and what I like to do is, and that is like coaches like Carl Lewis and all these coaches that's
got that picture in my plate.
Right. I need a sponsor.
Okay.
You know, I may come by and talk with you. You know what? And what we may do is take, you know, I want to make a, you know, we see these place things where we just take their names and put them on, you know, on a plaque.
We have all made gold plaques and put them up
make have one big plaque with something, right? Maybe sponsored by Sam's, like that. And then
we can get it there. Ain't no problem.
Hey man,
all that you got a problem is where we gonna put it at.
No, we're gonna put it in that Britton Durst Howard Spence building.
That'll work.
You know what? I mean, put it in a place where, and matter of fact, maybe
we gotta put it in a place where it won't rain on it.
Right. Matter of fact, maybe what I'll do at some point, man, maybe I'll call you before we leave. I'll get your number, and we'll come by and go down to that place. Have you been in it?
I haven't been out. I mean, I've been.
I know you.
I've been around them. The dude that own it.
Oh,
the
absolutely.
black dude own it.
Right.
I've been down there. And then the one on what's his name? Still on 12 of that corner.
Okay.
Brian, I had a question. I guess questions for both of you guys. Having seen what you've seen here transpire in terms of the changing of the city, what is the best thing that we can do to try to bring our community together and to try to work with the other community together?
See what you just saying? It's unity. We need to work on our unity. We need to get everybody together, make one. And say we come one, black, white, Jew, Chinese, everybody, and we all get unity to try to get black folk unity, say black folk life, all life matter. Not just black folk, white folk, all life matter. And if we all can come together at one, don't you have to be solid?
And I love that concept. But now I'll take it if I could back it down a level, right? And I think I would love for us to start creating what I call some templates, man, of organizations. And one of the things that I'm trying to work on to be a part of what I call the circle of 10, right? And that's where you get 10 individuals, right? And you get 10 and you kind of cap it at 10.
Well, white folks got 13.
Well,
they got what they call their bloodline.
Okay, yeah. And so what we'll do is take something like that and you know what? And organize and put money together, right? And then you have a greater sum to do something like that. And then maybe if 10 people saw 10 people did something like that and done well with it, then maybe that'll be their incentive to go and get 10 people to do it, right? You know.
We tried that. Yeah, we tried that Thanksgiving.
Okay.
We got together. I joined them with a youth program. They would get we want to feed people 10 families a dinner.
Right.
Quite that he came to me. Okay, I got to do all the way. Ain't mad at that.
Right.
I do it. I got to cook the food. They got people that bring canned goods in, you know what I'm saying? But we got it together, we did it. We fed 10 families.
Right.
But what we didn't do, we didn't just feed all black families.
Right. No.
Okay.
I got you. No. I'm
That's
with
what
you.
one gonna do.
Right. I got you. No. Right. No.
One gonna do it. Anybody
in need.
that need anybody.
Uh-huh.
And how we found them, we went to school.
Right.
Went to elementary school. We talked to the council and everything. We looked for 5 families at this church, or 3 or 4, whatever. But went to all the elementary schools.
Right on, no.
Valley, all of Spanish, all of them over here. Well, I'm saying try to stay on the east side with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we got 10 families.
No, I think
Spanish family, white family, black family. Because sometimes black folk don't want to accept them because they think,
Well, because
pride,
again,
the pride.
Pride is in
we're that's ignorance again. Because I'm gonna tell you, because if I'm hungry, I want to eat.
Me too. I don't mind you feed me.
That's everybody.
I don't mind folks taking care of me. I'm smart.
Well, matter of fact, most of it, if we think about it, at some point, somebody's always kind of taking care of us. At some point, you know what I mean?
I got smart now.
Right.
I want everybody in the world to take care of me.
I hear.
Y'all don't have to get that.
I hear.
Y'all ain't got to do that.
I hear.
I want my wife to be nice, be wipe my feet, wipe my back. I can't reach my back. She get my back. I can't cut my corners off. She cut my corners off my face. She do my toenail. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I'm with you, boy.
I gotta have me somebody. Cause once you get older, you gotta have somebody.
Look here. I celebrate 37 years of marriage.
You been married 37 years?
37
You're a
years.
good man.
Yeah, I've been married. Matter of fact,
You're a
April
good man.
9th.
I can deal with you.
Yeah.
See, I can deal with you.
Yeah.
Y'all can have problem dealing with me.
I hear you.
I've been married 6 times.
Yeah.
Cause I ain't know about no forgiving.
But I hear you. I
See,
hear
but
you.
once I learned forgiving, I was mad at myself.
Right.
Cause if I knew that, I would have forgave my first wife.
I hear you.
Because if I say my first wife, I have 46 years with my first wife married,
Wow.
and we've been rich.
Right.
See, now I'm rich with another lady,
Right.
but I ain't mad at that.
Right. I got you.
Hey, man, say, Brown, how you rich? I say, I'm rich and hard.
I'm right. I'm rich and I'm stress free, man.
I'm debt free and stress free.
Absolutely. Right. Right.
The only thing
And
I
I got
pay
somebody
is
that I
2
can
electric
and I got somebody that can trust,
I
man.
pay 2 electric bills, 1 gas bill, 2 phone bills. What else I pay?
Brian, you know that's a long way from that $3,800 in child support you was paying at one time, man.
All change. All change. Everybody can't do what I done. Everybody can't raise 12 girls.
Wow.
Everybody can't do that. I mean, raise them my daughters. I raised them.
Right on. Right
They're
on.
mine. I raised all my kids. Because I don't play that another man raised my child.
Right.
I raised my kids. I got 12. I got 18 of them. I raised all 18 of them.
Right on, man.
I got a 7-bedroom house, 3 baths. That ain't big enough.
Right.
That's what I'm living in now.
Right.
But I left, so I'm smart now. All my kids, my baby's 28,
Okay.
so they gone. So what I did now, I turned all my bedroom. I left 1 bedroom upstairs for all my clothes. I was a gangster once upon a time.
I hear you.
I got 85 pair of gaiters. I got 95 suits. I got 125 sweaters. I got 130 hats. I don't know how many pair of socks I got. But I got all that upstairs. I retired from gangster. I
Right.
got gators.
I hear you.
3-tone gator, 2-tone
Right.
gator.
Right.
I got Crocs. I got all that.
I hear you.
I'm talking different colors.
I got
Every
you.
suit I wear.
Right.
Off the damn chain.
Right.
But I'm saying I gave that life up.
Right.
But when I gave up, I sold escort service. I gave a whole lot of stuff up.
Yeah.
I had dancers.
You had escort service?
I had escort, 12
Okay.
girls and 2 vans. I had 04, 205,
Oh, so
2004.
when they came for you, they came for you.
Oh yeah, they come for me.
Yeah, when they came for you,
But I was a dope dealer again.
right,
but I went back
right,
east.
but they
Uh-huh.
knew they wanted you. They knew that,
Yeah, they already know they wanted me.
Right.
Cause they told everybody we're gonna start from 13 in the airport
Okay,
at 1 to half, and we're gonna end up at Brian May's house.
from 13.
My sister,
So wait a
At
minute.
Purple House,
Right, wait a minute. Is that on the side of the
King Tears.
King Tears?
Right, at Purple House right there. Where
Right,
my sister
right,
at.
okay.
See, y'all know the history of
And
that.
then, man, right, man. Oh wow, you know.
Then they said we're gonna get Brian, then we're going to get Cooter.
Yeah, Cooter Brown.
Cooter, yeah, about TC's on.
Yeah, that's right. Cooter.
Yeah, Cooter.
Yeah, Cooter Brown.
Right.
We call him Cooter Brown. I mean, went to
Uh-huh.
Roseville with us, man.
Right. So the police went. They got me in 88
Okay.
and gave me 10 years. They confiscated $635,000. We shut the nightclub down. We shut the mechanic shop down. We shut the other restaurant down. We left with that 7-bedroom house and sound barbecue.
That's yeah.
I had to turn with my family, my dad.
Mhm.
So I was getting divorced and everything, and I gave everything to my mom and dad before I got divorced.
Right.
So when
Nah,
I
nah,
did
man.
get divorced, I didn't have nothing.
Right.
So I went on to prison for 10 years. I did 8 years and got out.
Now my producer's not gonna like this, but I guess I'm kind of a political animal. What do you think about this election, man? Really?
Which one? Donald?
Donald, yeah.
When Donald right, if he do what he say he gonna do. 'Cause I like Don because Don ain't got no broke folks around him. I like Don because he ain't no broke shit. Everybody broke got hell ideas. If you broke got hell ideas, how you gonna work? It ain't working for you. You got somebody pay for you. And,
1-277-388-76.
I'm in California. I'll call you right back. I'm in California right quick. I'll call you back.
Oh, man, I tell you, this guy's music.
Gotta tell him everything. Tell him everything.
Right.
I'm in California.
He'll Google his show when he gonna see the show. Say, damn, he was talking to me.
Yeah. On the phone, yeah. But if Don Trump do what he say he gonna do, he be all right.
Yeah.
And he just sound good. But you know what? We in debt with China, $1.3 trillion. If you ain't never Googled how many black folks spend a year.
1.9
What?
trillion.
1.3 trillion.
Well, okay.
That's what black folks spend
Right.
a year.
Okay.
Really? Black folks can pay their debt and get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, we have to look at we have to look at money and things differently than we traditionally have looked at them. Also, you know that.
You look at money one way.
Yeah.
You look at money one way. When they lie to you, you got to look at it 2 or 3 ways. Because they lying to you. When the money tell you the truth, you look at it one way. That's the right way.
Right.
And that right way is, let me tell you about money. If you're not putting no money up, your ass in trouble.
Right.
You cannot get rich overnight.
Right.
You can't wait for one lick to come and make me a lick be rich.
No, and that's
dead.
No, and that's why.
But Brian, how can you get rich? By putting your money up at a young age.
Right.
Staying married like you did. You and your wife ought to be all right.
We're pretty good shape.
You and your wife ought to be all right right now.
We're pretty
for
good
real.
shape. We're
If
pretty
y'all
good.
done the right thing, and
Right.
y'all got 37 years under y'all belt together, y'all ought to be in pretty good shape for real.
We're in pretty good shape.
Y'all should be debt free, and that y'all be going
No,
paying car every year.
I own my house. I got a car payment.
Right. So
That's about
y'all be
it.
doing pretty good.
Right.
But how you do it? You don't do it like I done it. How did Brian? By changing women. 18 years my first wife. 10 years my second wife. 4 years my third wife. 6 years my fifth wife. 10 years my last wife. Too much.
And Brian, that's why.
And no progress. And I had to learn. I changed too many women. How am I having any money? You done start over 6 damn times. And you got a $32 bill at the end of the 6 times you done did it. And what in the hell wrong with you?
But that's why I talk about the collective, man. I mean, that's why I talk about in order for us to change things, and it still takes a while.
It gonna take a while. They do it
Is
overnight.
the collective, and then use all that brain power you have in that collective, man, to figure out how to work the system.
I can
man.
roll with you.
You know what
I
I'm
can
saying?
roll with you because you've been married.
Yeah.
So you show me dedication.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I had to learn that. See, I've been with my wife now 7 years. I ain't going nowhere this time.
I hear you. I hear you.
I'm tired of starting all over.
Did you do comedy too, man?
Yeah. This for real though. Everybody say something, they think it's shit funny. I'm serious. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
It's real.
it's real. It's
Yeah.
like church folks.
Yeah.
I got 4 preachers. Because we got a Bible study on 12th Street now, but it's a drunk preacher.
Okay.
So I got to get him in order. I can stay with him.
Oh, okay.
He's a preacher, but he say he drinks and get drunk.
Right.
And then he start just tripping.
And then the law comes out of him.
Yeah, he start tripping. He want to start putting his hand on grown folks.
I heard right.
And so I told him, hold up here. You bring your buddy up, Pastor. Come here. So I had to get on that path, straighten
Right.
him up. And I said, I'm asking you, he want me to come to a church. So I'm asking you 5 questions. If you answer 5 questions, I'm coming to your church. He couldn't answer that one. I went anyway.
You went
I
anyway.
went anyway because he done.
I heard.
So he gonna need some help.
Yeah.
And I just asked one question. I asked the whole world this question.
Yeah.
TV too. I asked you the grandma of Jesus Christ. Don't nobody know that.
What's that?
The grandma of Jesus Christ.
The grandma of Jesus Christ.
See, don't nobody know that but me. He said, Brown, why you say that? Let me tell you something about your grandmother. Your grandmother, your backbone.
I hear you.
Them folks gotta forget about our ancestors. Not in person, but on the book, in history. The grandma ain't never spoke of Jesus Christ grandma. Why? Because she told the truth. What did she tell the truth about? See, mama tell you, this your daddy right here. But grandma gonna say, yeah, this is your daddy. But your real daddy's over there.
I got you.
But they don't tell the truth. So they took grandma out the Bible. Why? Because grandma said when she found out her daughter pregnant, she went to her knees and told her, good Lord, if it's your will, let it be. Because my daughter ain't gave no permission to no man. And Job forgave her. See, Job forgave. We don't know nothing about forgiving. If our girlfriend white did, we've been throwing her out trying to fight her.
Well, you probably, yeah. No, I mean, you're speaking the truth, man.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
What is it gonna take? But now, what is it gonna take for us to get to the point to where we can,
we gotta get unity. We gotta build a unity train. We got to create something.
Right, and that's what
We gotta create it. We gotta get a man, good man, not any man. I'm like Donald now. I gotta get a man that got money and can hold on like you do.
Right, I got you.
I deal with a man that been married 20 years or better before I deal with a man that got married.
Well, I'll tell you one thing about this thing. My wife gave, I got, she gave me a Valentine's card today, and one thing that I tell you that when I actually read them now, right? And it's kind of nice when it's a thoughtful thing and talks about the quality that you bring to the equation, you know. And so I'm thankful. I'm thankful for that, man.
You ought to be. See, you done got over the hard part.
Yeah.
That's what I didn't do. See, I didn't try to hang in there and work through it. Because I wasn't taught how to work through it. I thought if you do something to me, I'm out of here.
I lucked out. I lucked out.
When you call it what you want to call it. I'm saying it's a God thing.
I hear you. I got you.
You see, I'm saying it's a God thing. And anytime we put a God thing on that name on it, it's got to be pretty good.
Right on.
And what about when Mary had that baby, they put God involved in that.
Right.
And straighten everything out. Whenever you got a problem, just put God in there, he'll straighten it out. It'll smooth out on you.
But I'm telling you something, I'm sure going to be using God a whole lot because I need a whole lot of smoothing out.
Well, that's your fault.
You know what I'm saying?
At your age and the thing you done been through, you already have them smooth out.
I bet, yeah, but
all day you doing wrong.
It's still lumpy. It's still a lumpy. Hey, look at me. It's still lumpy. It's still lumpy, man.
You ain't putting the right page on your feet.
It's still lumpy, man.
Yeah, you ain't the right page.
It's still lumpy. The coffee, man. Hey, man, I don't need the water. Because you were coughing, man. She's taking care of you. Make sure that you're coughing.
I thought that was you.
No.
It ain't hard to see if they thought that was you.
No, but
they know me was coughing. Why you?
Bro, because she didn't want to come in front of the camera, man.
She thought you passed him?
Yes.
I didn't hear.
That's all right, brother. That's all right, man.
Your wife told me, say, you didn't know who I was? I said, no, I'm finna tell your husband cheating on you. I said, next time I see you, I'm going to tell your husband got to be cheating on me because I seen with a nice-looking lady down there with wrong red hair. You ain't seen the real thing yet. I said, what you talking about? When I dress up, you'll never know me.
I hear you.
I said, I know you that 100. You got a real wife. See, when you get a wife to help you
yes,
and look out for you, you got something, man.
Mine takes good
care.
You
can't get no woman that every time you got your pockets flipped out.
No, mine takes good care of me.
With no problem.
Yeah, take good care, man. And I'm glad
These kind of men that we need to show, because we need to show young folks what it is. I'm an outlaw, yeah, but I'm a changed man now. So if we can change everybody from being outlaw and get them together, we can't do it. They got to do it themselves, though, but we can start a program of a changed man program.
No, like I said, we're trying to do this thing, man, called the Circle of 10, man, where I think we can try to figure out how to help some folks gain some financial freedom.
We ain't trying to help give our money away. We ain't gonna do that.
No, I'm not giving my money away.
We're gonna do other things. We're not gonna give our money away.
No, we're not talking about giving money away.
We can donate. Man. We can work and we can donate stuff, or we can do rallies or doing some fundraisers or something. I don't mind doing that.
Right.
We can help folks like that. But when it comes to my money,
right,
I'm not giving my book nothing. I ain't getting mine.
I'm gonna still reach out to you about the plaque.
Yeah, we do that. We do everything else, but when it comes to my money, get away.
Right. I got.
I don't do that. Kid.
So now we're gonna. Matter of fact, I want to come and talk to you seriously because boy, that'll be a great that'll be a great foundation.
They work on that wall.
Yeah, and I maybe next week sometime I'll come by, man, and do lunch, and maybe right after lunch. I mean, when is the crowd slow down after lunch?
I ain't. Let me tell you about a crowd, Kimpo. A crowd, it means you got something wrong, you're not open, or people waiting on you to open.
There you go.
When you open like me, I'm open at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
They at Franklin at 8. They don't want no barbecue. If you want the barbecue, I'm waiting online no 4 hours for no barbecue.
I hear you. Speak, brother. Speak.
So I ain't mad at what he do. That's what he do.
Right.
I'm here for the people.
Right.
Everybody get off that plane any time of night, I'm open.
Okay.
If you get off the plane before 10 o'clock, I'm there for you.
Okay.
If you start getting that plane at 3 o'clock in the morning, you got to wait till the next day, kid.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm there for the people.
No, so look here. So what I'll do is I'll try to make sure that we get connected, man, because I would love to start that project because, like you say, with time, everybody's
Where you at, KAZI?
The Voice, on Wednesday morning.
He's on Wednesday morning.
Why we can't get on there and talk about it?
We can make that happen also.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about it. We just creating a wall.
In fact, we have been talking about it, man. So what I'll do is, so what I'll do also.
I ain't been talking on TV, on radio.
Yeah, no. So what I'll do.
Y'all must be talking in a room like this.
No, we've been talking. What I'll do. Hold on. Hey, God, it's time. I'll reach out to you.
Commercial break. All right.
I got 3 minutes.
Let me tell you about my movie thing.
And I'm trying to.
I just did
Yeah, tell me about the movie thing. What's going on?
I just did Deep South movie with some people from England, right? It's about Ku Klux Klan in the 50s.
Okay.
And I had a shop. I had a blacksmith shop and my wife and kids. And my wife died, and the white folk helped me bury my wife and everything. But they kidnapped my daughter after the wedding, after the film. And they killed my daughter and raped my daughter. So I had to go get my daughter and find my daughter. When I found my daughter, she was dead. And so I went berserk in the movie. And they said, Brian, if that was your daughter for real, how act the way you act for real.
I hear you.
So, I'm getting a Grammy.
All right. Hey,
Okay,
Mike,
so Sam's Barbecue is over on 12th Street?
12th and Bequita. You don't need no teeth to eat my beef. Here it is right here. No.
It was great having you guys this evening. Like I said, it's a blessing.
Do this, though.
What's that?
You chose the right one to do this.
Oh yeah.
You pretty good. You getting good.
Mike Lee. Right on, man.
Well, no, you're right. That's about right. I believe talking right, leading the right thinking, leading the right doing, and do the right thing.
What made you join this program? What made you do this?
It just seemed right to me. It just seemed like the right thing to do because I think I look at myself as trying to do what I can to help bring some good people together and something good will happen.
Right, it will.
Because that's what it's
How
about.
long you been here?
About 2 years.
You been here about 2 years?
Yeah.
All right. Where you come?
Yeah, I've been doing this.
You weren't no prison man when you got
Nah. I
I
moved here from Houston. Moved here from Houston, yeah.
Oh, did they run you from Mount Houston?
Nope.
No, you ain't been ran from Houston, you all right.
try to run out of Houston as often as I can.